everybody. This is Beth McCullough. I'm a Stampin' Up Demonstrator in Des Moines, Iowa. And I'm here every Tuesday night with my sweet husband, Steve.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. Do you know what today is, Steve?
What's today?
It's new catalog launch day.
Ooh, that's a big day.
Do you know, for grown-up gals, it's like Christmas morning.
It's like a holiday?
It is. We finally get to open the catalog that's been a secret for so long. How many of you ordered today? I know some of you ordered the stamp camp from me. We're going to talk about that.
Oh, she's very excited about that.
I am so excited about the stamp camp. You guys are amazing. I want to show you, we were not on last week. Steve had his knee surgery, and he's going to keep his leg after all.
Yes, I've decided that it's okay that it hurts. There's a while I thought I'd be better off if I didn't have that leg anymore, but
he's decided to keep it.
To keep it, yeah.
So 1 week later, things are getting better. But okay, I want to show you a couple birthday gifts too. I am a coffee drinker, as is Steve. And Sean and Amy, who live in Austin, we were down there a few weeks ago, and they gave me my birthday present early. But isn't this cute? I love the texture. It's Mickey Mouse in maybe our new in color. What do you think? It's close. With a gold handle. It's beautiful, but I love this. So thank you to Sean and Amy. And then my daughter, darling daughter, texts her brothers and tells them how much they owe.
She picks out the presents, tells them how much they owe for the joint present that she's going to buy for all of them.
Exactly. So this is Trisha Robinson. It says happy day on one side and joy on the other. My team of stampers is called Joy Team, and we do have a lot of fun. And I just love, attempting to have joy in all circumstances, right, Steve?
Yep.
Our lives aren't perfect either. We know your lives aren't perfect, but the joy of the Lord is
our strength.
Our strength. It's a good thing. So I was thrilled with both of those mugs from my kids. And I also got a lot of birthday cards. Because I wasn't on last week, there's even more. Now this one is from Kathy up in Minnesota. And it is the open. So it's like this. Really fun card. Thank you, Kathy. I love it. We're going to see Kathy in a couple weeks when we go to Minnesota for my knee check. This one was Steve's card. Do you want to talk about this, Steve? This is also from Kathy in Minnesota.
It was funny.
And it says, Sai, hope you're back on your feet soon. Steve opened this, and he was so happy. He's like,
I started laughing because I thought of myself as that turtle. I was sitting in my recliner, and I have a really hard time getting out of the recliner with the padlock.
Get up.
So I felt like that turtle. So there you go.
Thank you. He was very excited. So my birthday was last Wednesday, and Steve is really good about birthdays, but he is in a lot of pain. Wednesday was the worst day.
Yes, it was.
So sometime late afternoon, I was like, maybe I should just tell him it's my birthday. Because I just want him to say the words happy birthday. And he felt bad. I didn't want him to feel bad. I just wanted someone to tell me happy birthday on my birthday. So on Thursday morning, he felt a tiny bit better. And he was down here before me. And he was down here making this card.
I was stamping.
He was stamping, but he could hardly stand. He didn't know there was a punch for this, so he fussy cut. You guys, did he do a good job or what? He fussy cut this heart perfectly, put happy birthday on here, and wrote a sweet note.
Oh, and do you see how I made sure that the little tiny heart was in the top of the other heart, and this one was in line with all the other hearts below it?
You guys, I think he's getting this. What do you think? So, anyway, very sweet, honey. This is from Jean, a very sweet card, and it comes out and opens up like this. We should make this. This is a fun fold that we have not made, but I like it.
Card in a card.
This card made for the catalog launch, except this is an actual pocket in there. So that is fun. This is from my friend Cindy. She's out in North Carolina. Thank you. Oh, this is a card, another card for Steve. This is from a paper pumpkin. Isn't that a pretty paper pumpkin? I think it's pretty. This is from our dear friend Mary Harris in Colorado, and it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. I love the combination.
Mary, I didn't look very closely, but I think you signed up for the Daisy Stamp Camp already. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Several of you on here are signed up, either got shares. By the way, if you got your shares from me, they're going to be here on Thursday. I'm mailing them out next week. So everybody else waiting for their shares till June, you missed out. Because my shares, we are on it.
Share Fulfillment Weekend.
This is from Sharon, one of my Joy Team members. I love and adore all my Joy Team members. This one is so shiny. This background retired yesterday, but another one I'll always be keeping. This one, who made this? Someone made this for me and didn't write on it so I could send it on, and now I can't remember. But I love this fold. I actually haven't done that fold that folds up into a corner like that. So I'm sorry I threw the envelopes away. Chris Robinson, was this you? I wish I remembered. I'm so sorry. I should have written that down. Now I'm nervous. What if there's other cards I don't know who they're from? Oh, this is from Lorraine. She is on Creativity Abounds with me, and it is a beautiful card. She sponged kind of blue and kind of green down here, and then I bet a misty moonlight flower. Super pretty. Thank you. And this is from Linda, another Stamping Mom Joy Team member. She actually kind of runs our team. She organizes it. So there's a fun fold and a presentation every single week. So Linda does a lot of work to help us. And we love and appreciate you, Linda. And this is from Helen, another beautiful. I love how you can take a note card and make it simple and yet so beautiful. Elegant, so pretty. And this is from Cheryl, another Joy Team member, who I, again, love and adore, to a dear friend. This was a birthday card for me, which I love. And Cheryl is signed up for the Daisy Stamp Camp already. Thank you, Cheryl. And this one is from Tony. Tony's on. Love this. We are making this fun fold, Tony. Thank you for sending me a fun fold. She knows that with my team, we do fun folds every week. And that is an awesome one that I haven't seen before. But it is kind of, stay tuned. I'll be teaching this soon.
Yep.
I'll put it here so I don't forget. This paper, have you guys looked on the online exclusives? Some of the things I thought retired are actually online exclusives. And I'm pretty sure this background paper is an online exclusive rather than retiring. And this is from my dear friend Ruth. She is a Stampin' Up Demonstrator, and we met while we were Bible study fellowship leaders at the same time. I'm still a BSF group discussion leader. She is since retired, but she made me this beautiful card that I love. And they're, you know, taller and thinner than our cards. So when I get them out of the mailbox, I always know if it's a card from Ruth. Almost done. This is from Cindy, another gal. So sweet. I love it. And this is from another Joy Team member. She actually sends 100 cards out every month, typically with scripture or a poem.
Oh, that's cool.
And this is Brooke, and she lives in Missouri, and it's beautiful. And did you know you can be on Joy Team anywhere in the United States? Because we Zoom together. We do get together in person sometimes too. But like my Christmas party, I'm doing it in August so people can drive in and come.
And not be in bad weather.
Yes, super fun. Okay, so we're doing Zany Zoo tonight. And I want to show you a few things. I made this for the catalog launch. It's on Crafty Collaboration. I can't say it. Collaborations. And there's a unlisted YouTube video. If you'd like to see it, it has the directions on how to make this. This will be on Festive Friday next week for me. I did see with rain or shine, some people took some of the animals and put them on the edges. Because I do the paper shares, it kills me to cut through the animals. And so I saw that on Rain or Shine, so I did it with this one. And I love the look of that. They're all popped up. This little bow on her ear is from Rain or Shine. And then like there's a pearl on the reindeer's flower. There's pearls on the alligator. You have to see it in real life. Tell them how pretty it is, Steve.
I told her
I pay him to say
I really
this.
like this card. But what I really like is she's showing her Norwegian frugalness.
Because we're not wasting any of it.
So the animals that were on the side that were already cut in half, she found a way to still make a card out of them.
Yes. So, like I said, this is on Festive Friday. We debated for the voting card. The voting card goes up next Monday. Tell me if we picked correctly. I can still switch it. We were either going to put this up for the voting card or this. This has a lot going on, but it's a super fun, happy card. This piece here is out of the balloon set. I made a bike path. I have clouds and flowers. These balloons pop up when you open the card. All these guys are riding on the bike path. So tell me, here's A. Which one should be my voting card? Card A or card B? So I want to put the one on that will get the most votes. So, and the other one will be for Festive Friday because I made them both work for both, just in case, because I wasn't sure. And then you saw me make this 2 weeks ago. This was Darling Daughter who made me the homemade carrot cake for my birthday. They're saying B so far. You'll have to tell me, hi Janice, I'm glad you're on. Okay, well I will move all these out of the way. I do want to show you my graphics, Steve, for the Fresh is a Daisy Stamp Camp.
It's up.
So Fresh is a Daisy Stamp Camp is free with a purchase.
So remember, when your graphic's up, they can't see that camera.
Oh, so you can't see. I'll hold it this way. How?
They still can't see.
Hello, can you see this?
They still can't see, honey. The graphic takes up the entire screen. They can't see.
They can't see me when the graphic's up?
No.
Really?
So it's graphic or cameras. You decide.
Okay, take the graphic down.
Okay.
Here we are. Fresh as a daisy. Several of you, I was going to look and see Beth Stokes, Linda Donaldson, Mary Harris. Lots of you bought the Sweet Collection, and then you need the in color jute trim. I have a link on my blog, and you just click on it and put in the host code, and you get a card kit for 13 cards. You get a written tutorial, video tutorial, and then keep some paper because you'll need your DS. You need the things in the Sweet Collection to make the cards. I send you the card stock. I send you things that aren't in the Sweet Collection. But July 7th and 8th, super fun. Demos with sweet Australian accents and British accents and Canada and other US demos. And it's great. So the card kit cards will be a little easier because we're cutting all the pieces. We cut thousands of pieces. And then when you come to the stamp camp, then you get the really intricate cards, and it's awesome. So I hope you'll consider that. It's costing you a little bit of commission, but by the time I cut everything and pay for the postage and send it to you, I promise.
It's a deal.
It's a really good deal. Linda D wrote to me today and said, I would actually buy the suite and pay for it because she's come to the last 6 of them and loves it. But I made a card just inspired. This is not my card for the stamp camp, but there's so many fun things. So I made a window with the daisy peeking through, and it says, "Oops, a daisy, so sorry." And the leaves are actually made out of the same DSP. But it's super fun. I don't know if it shows up very good. But please consider doing the stamp camp. And I would really, really appreciate it. It's a way you could thank us for coming and doing this for free every week. So here's the card.
We're going to make a card?
We're going to make a card!
Wow!
We're 15 minutes in, and this is not normal. We usually make a card sooner. But here's our card. And it folds flat, and it goes in a normal envelope. It really, really does. And I have the directions in metric and inches. So if you're a metric person, Janice asks if the stamp camp is virtual. It is. It's online. It's actually in a private Facebook group, and the live videos they record. So there's videos every 2 hours for like 24 hours, and they record everything. And the first stamp camps we did were probably 3 years ago, and they're still out there. So as long as Facebook lets us keep them out there, and people have told me they go back and refer to a card they remember from a stamp camp 2 years ago, and it's all still there. So the tutorial I sell on my blog every month is $15. If you were a bronze elite earning 25%, it's $20 of commission you're losing out on. So some people buy the tutorial for $15. With the stamp camp, you get the $15 tutorial on top of everything else.
I have a question.
Do you have a question, young man?
The videos, are they like around the clock? I mean,
they are.
Because you have people in Australia and people in the UK in different time zones.
It's every 2 hours. So what I do is I watch the videos when I'm awake, and then I go back and watch the replays because it's all recorded and it's all easy to find. So,
although if you're having trouble sleeping, you can get up and you can listen to the amazing Australian accent of the presenter.
It's awesome. Yeah, some people do get up in the middle of the night. Elaine, it's July 7th and 8th, but even if you can't do it, it's a Friday night and then all day Saturday. Well, all through the night, Friday night and all day Saturday. I did send you the information on that, Elaine. Hopefully you got that today. If you didn't, let me know. But
you can always just watch it later because you've got access to this private Facebook page with all the videos.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. It's fun to go live, but you don't have to go live. Lots and lots of demos do it. You can use the tutorials and the cards in your business or for your personal use. And I don't know if you're still on here, Linda, or some of the gals who've done it. Chris has done it. Mary's done one before too. Elaine's planning on doing it. So anyway, thank you guys. I very much appreciate it. Okay, here we go. We're going to make a card in inches and in metric. And I do templates. Here's my inches template. So I get this card out and I'm going to make it again in 6 months or 3 months or next week. And I know how to make it again just by looking at the template. I also have written directions, but the template really helps. Here's the metric one. And I can take pictures of those if you want me to put those on my blog. Chris says they're a lot of fun. Thank you, Chris. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with a piece of cardstock that's 5.5 by 8.5, just your normal cardstock size. In metric, I didn't write that down, but you know what your normal cardstock size is. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the short side of the cardstock on the top. And that's how I talk about it. I can make these cards really easy. You do need to put a 1/4-inch strip of cardstock and mini glue dot it to the inside of your Stampin' Trimmer. If you don't have a Stampin' Trimmer, I think they're around $25. It'll be hard, but with that, it's easy. So short sides at the top. The left edge is at 1.25 inches. So we missed you guys last week. I'm glad you came back. I thought maybe no one would come back this week since we were MIA. Steve had his knee surgery and I was sick.
My fault. I apologize we weren't here. You wouldn't have wanted to talk to me last week anyway. So, but thank you for coming back.
About 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we looked at each other. He was in pain and I was so sick I couldn't talk. And I was like, okay, we're out. So, oh, Kimberly just ordered the stamp camp. Yay! Thank you, Kimberly. Kimberly also, how many have you gone to in a row, Kimberly? I think 3 or 4, the last 3 or 4. So, okay. With cardstock right here. And then you're going to put the cutting blade down, and you're going to put it down at 2 1/4, and you're going to go all the way down to 6 1/4. So you cut You cut this strip right here, 2 1/4 to 6 1/4, and it's 1 1/4 from the edge. Now you're going to turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. Put the left edge at 1 1/4, and you're going to cut down from 2 1/4 to 6 1/4. So those are the only 2 cuts, are these 2 cuts right here. Now in metric, are you putting up the measurements?
Yes.
Okay, and I did them separate on this one, so the next measurement is probably doing it on the other side, okay? So you're doing it 1 1/4 from both sides. And then the metric is on there too. So I'm not going to say the metric, but you can see it on the slide.
Okay, so am I on the right slide? That's the question. Slide over to the left edge at 4
1/4. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you didn't want to do, it's tomato or tomato, right? You can do 1 1/4 from each side, or you can do 1 1/4, slide it over to 4 1/4 and do the same thing. Do you get it?
No, but that's okay. Keep going.
So
I'm not going to get it.
Just for you.
No, don't explain it just for me. I'm sure everyone else watching got it.
Thanks, you guys.
So.
I feel so much better. Okay, after you have your 2 card slits done. By the way, the written measurements are on my blog. It was on my top 10 winning from last month from Kylie. So it was April 24th. This card is on there. And we were supposed to do the video last week. Okay, now we're going to turn it so the long side is at the top. And we're going to put the left edge at 2 1/4. And now get rid of the cutting blades. You don't want to cut anymore. And we're just going to score all the way down the whole side. And
so now we have the long side at the top?
Long side's at the top, 2 1/4, the entire length. Now, do the same thing from the other side. It's on that same slide. Go 2 1/4 and do the scoring. So now we have these 2 folding in is what we have from that, okay? We're going to keep the long side at the top, and we're going to put this left edge at 4 1/4. You know, honey, you don't really like left and right, do you? So this might be a tough card for you.
You know, I get them confused sometimes.
Yeah. So you put the left edge at 4 1/4, and you just score from the top of the card down to that cut line, which is at 1 1/4. And you do the same thing at the bottom. Go up from the bottom, up 1 1/4 to the cut line. So we're scoring where my thumbs are. Here to the cut line and here to the cut line. If you have questions, please put it in there and Steve will tell me if you have questions, okay? Now we're going to move the left edge again to 3 1/4. And we're going to start at this top cut line and we're going to score in between the cut lines. And in between the cut lines is going from 1 1/4 down to 4 1/4. So it's right here. You can't see that. It's right here. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Flip it over, put it at 3 1/4 and score in between the 2 cut lines. And here's what you end up with. You have score lines down these long sides. We have score lines top and bottom in the center, just down to that line. And then we have score lines right here between the cut lines. Clear? Or is it like mud? Let me know. I want to know. And then use your bone folder and do all the pieces. I like making these fun folds. I hope you like them too. Now I'm going to tell you what I did for the rest of this. I was going to show you what I did, but when I do the shares, I actually just keep a share for myself too. And then the DSP that I use a ton of, or the embellishments or the ribbon, then I buy another roll. I try to be thrifty and not end up with full packages of things I didn't use. But you saw how many Zoo Crew cards I've made, so I don't have the paper left to show you how I made the card. So I'm going to tell you how I made it. Okay, so for the DSP, these two sides are the same. You need 2 of them, and this is 2 inches across and 5 1/4 down on both sides. Yay, Linda says it's clear. Thank you, Linda. So that's what these 2 pieces of DSP are. And then the 4 pieces of DSP, those are 1 3/4 across and 1 inch down, and you need 4 of them. And I used the flowers. They were just black and white, but I took my blends. The colors I used on this card are Lost Lagoon, Lemon Lolly, and Petal Pink. And I took my blends and I just colored in the petals. It was really quick and easy, and I think it looks pretty, don't you, Steve?
Yes, I do.
And then another thing I use the blends for is, this leopard is the same, but I wanted this to be the centerpiece, so I did her skirt in Lemon Lolly over here. So, okay, so you have the 4 pieces of DSP. Now we're going to move on to the 2 pieces of cardstock. And the 2 pieces of cardstock in this case are Petal Pink, and they measure 3/4 across and 2 3/4 down. And on all these DSP and cardstock pieces, I just centered them in the rectangle that they go in. And then for this, you could use your dies, because we have a die that cuts out the leopard. I decided to just put a Petal Pink square or rectangle, as the case may be, behind it. And this piece is 1 3/4 across and 2 3/4 down. And then I took the deckled rectangle, the second from the smallest one, and I cut the leopard out with the deckled rectangle and just put him on. Now, everything is better popped up, but this card, I wanted it to fit. I wanted it to fit in the envelope. So as much as I wanted to punch or pop up that centerpiece, I didn't. I made it flat. And then down here for the thanks, I used this new stamp set called Wonderful Thoughts, and I used this little thanks right here. And it was kind of convenient because it comes with these lovely dies, and I used this die to cut out the thanks. So that's where that came from. Another thing I wanted to tell you, the Wonderful Thoughts set is also similar to one we had last time. The other one was $1 million set. Somebody tell me what that is. I could have gotten that out to show you, but I didn't think about it. But, and I'm not seeing it, but it's up there somewhere. But what I did is I took a photocopy of the words, and then I put the die over the words because charming sentiments. Where is it? Oh, it's not up there. Huh. Here it is. See, if I always put everything away, it would always be there. When I first got the charming sentiments dies last year, this has so many dies that I can't put my my die cuts on a side. But it was very frustrating to me. So I copied this piece and I put all the stamps on the words, and then I copied it and put it over here. So I know when I use this stamp, this stamp, the word is right here. This stamp, the word is right here. And then I started using the set a lot. When I first had it, I didn't use it because I didn't know what went with what, and I didn't want to take the time to figure it out. Have some of you done this?
So in advance, you're matching your dies with your stamps.
Was this Lisa? Yeah, I think this was Lisa Curcio's, and it's still current. Well, this set, I should put her dies back in there so I don't lose them. This set is similar, and so I wanted to do the same thing, so I would start using it right away. And there's a few dies that go with more than one thing, but I like having them like that. And this is an amazing die that also comes with this Wonderful Thoughts set, and I'm going to use this a lot. Here's an example of how I like to use this. This is a little gift bag, and this die is a little bit different, but it's very similar. I'm just going to do it in black, put it on a pretty color, make a cute bag out of DSP, and then put in matching cards. Isn't that a great idea?
So you also have a banner with all the colors that you use to color things.
Lemon Lolly. I did say that with words earlier. Lemon Lolly, Petal Pink, and Lost Lagoon are the colors on this card. So let me know if you have any questions about this.
And that's one of the reasons she loves these animal DSPs so much, because it's like coloring, right?
But it's excuse me, I'm losing my voice. It's easy coloring. It's fun coloring. If you don't like to color, you'll like this. And in fact, if you don't have the blends, these are so little, you can use your Stampin' Right markers and color in all these flowers and just make it super cute. We are doing voting tonight. Did you put up the...
I did.
Are people signing up for hashtag Prize Patrol?
I've had many people doing that, but I'm going to remind them right now to do that. So if you'd like to be entered for Prize Patrol, of course, we ask that you, in the comments, enter hashtag Prize Patrol, and you will automatically be entered.
Another thing I'd like you to do is tell me what your favorite new bundle or stamp set in the new catalog is, because maybe there's some I missed. Don't you want there to be more I want to buy, Steve?
You know, something tells me that you will find a few more.
So I have a question about the fishing set. My grandpa was a fisherman, and I know some of the stamp sets that are actually worth more money later aren't flower stamp sets. They're specific motorcycle or hobby or whatever stamp sets. And then I was thinking, you know, could I go to a fishing store and sell fishing cards? I don't know. What do you think of this, Steve? I haven't shown it to you.
I'm coming over to take a look.
Come on over.
Well, I like it. It's kind of cool that they have lures that match some of the...
Look at this. This is like a tackle box.
Oh, that would be cool. You could do that like in a shadow box.
Right, and I thought, couldn't we put other things in there besides fishing lures?
Well,
like
you know
we
what?
could use it with our other sets.
No, what would be really...
Do you have an idea?
What would be really...
They're over there.
I know, I'm looking over there.
Hello, over there.
What would be really cool is if you took some actual real tackle and just a few little things and put them in with the stamped things, so you would have the effect of having real and
Well, our
stamps.
son Ryan is a real fisherman.
Yes.
Should I buy this? I almost bought it this morning. I got up very early this morning and I put in all the orders for the shares, and that was super fun. I stopped each of the order at a certain increment, and Steve helped me do a spreadsheet to figure all that out, so it was much easier. It still took me a long time. But all of you that are on that bought shares, I think I mentioned this earlier, but I really appreciate it, and I will have those out to you soon. Are you going to help me do them, Steve?
Yes.
Do you guys trust him to help me do them?
That's something I can do because I won't have to move very much.
Yeah. So Kimberly likes the fishing and the carousel set, and Janice likes the fishing. So I bet the fishing is going to be popular. Bridget, the first one she wants to order is the carousel horse. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Tony's son likes to fish. Jeanne ordered it already. Okay. I should have ordered this morning, but
I'm setting up for Prize Patrol now.
There's another day. Are you getting ready?
Getting ready.
Okay. You guys have been super patient. Sorry I've been all over the map tonight, but
we have 17 people ready to go.
Anything else in here that you're also really excited about? What do you think of the crafting set? Are you guys a fan? Well, I had to get this one. Oh, you can't see when the Prize Patrol is up, can they?
Well, they can still see. It's just a lot smaller.
Oh, okay. What do you think of crafting with you on page 91? Do I need that? It's for when you're crafting. True.
Okay, would you like me to take the Prize Patrol screen down so
No.
you can talk about the catalog?
No, but I like to talk about the catalog.
Well, you could do that after we do Prize Patrol.
Okay. If any of you want to stick around after Prize Patrol and talk about the catalog with me, please stay. If you all leave, I will sit silently and look The catalog.
Tell me all about it.
All alone.
Although my responses might be different if you weren't here with us. And she said, "Should I get this one too? Should I get this one too?"
Do you filter when they're listening? Are you nicer to me in front of them?
When we're all together.
Okay.
And when it's just you and me, it's different.
Hey, the doorbell rang. Could that be your cookies?
I sure hope so.
You guys, our neighbor told Steve a week ago she would make him cookies because he had surgery.
And I've been waiting at the door.
We have a Ring doorbell, and the wind blows and the doorbell goes off, and Steve hobbles to the door. Maybe my cookies are here, and it's been a week and there's no cookies.
It's kind of pitiful. Actually.
Maybe I should make you some cookies tomorrow. Would you like some cookies?
That's up and beyond. You've been taking such good care of me and doing everything. I got up this morning and did the dishes and put the laundry away because I was like, I got to contribute something here. So
you don't want cookies?
Well, I do want cookies, but I just don't want you to feel obligated to make them. All right, we're doing Prize Patrol.
Okay.
And what are we giving away, Beth?
We are giving away this lovely card. Well, I thought they can't see it.
They can't. They can see it over here in the little windows.
Hello. We're giving away the card that we showed how to make tonight. So.
Okay. So we have 17 people entered, and here we go.
So are you guys Zoo Crew fans? Can you tell me that in the comments?
Oh, lots of people were saying that in the beginning.
Okay.
And the winner
Who's gonna win tonight? Orly Gay. Yay! So excited for you. Go ahead and email me, Beth@stampingmom.com, and give me your address. I know you've won before, but it's not this month because it's the first of the month. So congratulations. Who wants to stick around? Put in the comments if you'll stick around and chat with me a minute about the catalog. I promise I won't keep you here
So what
forever.
else do we want to buy?
What else do we want to buy? Okay, page 60. I showed this to Joy Team. Can we see this instead of the winner?
Oh,
I want to see the comments. Is anyone still there?
Yes.
Okay, here's another question for you. On page 60, everyday thanks. It's an ambulance, a Band-Aid, a whistle, a doctor, and a pencil. Thank you for everything you do. I don't have anyone to give that to, but how easy would that be to color? And it's cute and happy. Does anyone else want that, or is it just me? I like that on page 60.
Okay, I'm coming over so I can
You're
get
coming
a better
over.
look.
Here's another one that I'm thinking about, but you need to be able to read the comments so I can hear what they want.
I can do that, and I can
Please
see
put in the comments what you think we should look at. I'm going to move this. This. I really like the font of this one. You're all kinds of amazing. I could give that to you, honey.
Wow. Then you have to buy it.
Dear friend, with all my heart. What do you guys think of this? Page 55.
You can have fun making the ice cream sodas.
Well, we already own the Share a Milkshake. That's from the mini catalog in the fall. So
and look, raspberries. You love raspberries.
we don't have that set yet.
Okay, I'm gonna stop pointing at things. I'm coming back over here.
Why?
Because we're gonna end up with a lot more sets if I start pointing things out.
What do you guys think of the lemonade? Fishing for the masculine. I think I do need that. Tony said it's not on the top of my list. I have people that buy cards for me that have nurses in the family. You know, those cards would be easy, Tony, to make a set of note cards with the Band-Aid and the doctor. And I don't know, if you look on Etsy, I bet they would sell. What's your thought on Les Chapes? I've never been to Paris, or actually I went to Sweden when I was 15 years old, and I've never been anywhere since. So I'm curious, what do you think of this one? I have not bought that. It is on page 30 and 31. Does everyone have their catalogs? Okay, Patty asked how you get your catalog spiral bound. Kinko's and Office Depot, they would not do it because they said the glue gets in their machine. But I went to a local copier and it was amazing. I walked in the door. I said, "Can I please have this spiral bound? Cut the what do you call that? Cut the spine, have it spiral bound." And then I put a clear cover on the front and the back, $8, 3 minutes, and I got my catalog back.
Yeah, it's a local shop called Copycats.
Super happy.
And we also felt good because it's a local shop, right? It's not
Shopping
a national chain.
local and small business is good. Janice likes the shop set. But yeah, I would highly recommend, this catalog in particular, we're going to have this for a whole year. I also printed these tabs off, and they are either in the demo, what's that called? Demo designing, whatever, the Facebook page for demos, or it's on the leader page. So if you're interested in that and you can't find it, I bet I could find it again. So let me know.
Holly and Beth got their spiral bindings at Staples. So apparently Staples is still doing it.
And Staples does it for $5. So it's an even better deal.
Yep.
So yeah, go to Staples. Office Depot, I don't know if it's nationwide, but
Office Depot won't do it anymore.
Not do it.
Because they don't want to get glue from the spine in the machine, and FedEx, Kinko's wouldn't do it either. So.
Yeah. Countryside is not orderable. I did not know that. I want the dies from Countryside. Is that the only thing not orderable? I did notice there were boxes that didn't come in. Did you guys see that? Where are the boxes? I don't know if I'll be able to find them now. Well, while I'm back here, did you look at this page on 134? I love that balloon set. And here's the bright and beautiful Memories of More cards and envelopes in the pack. But at least the cards and envelopes, I'm going to buy that. It's $161,753, $11, 20 card bases and envelopes. And I'm going to make my balloons on there. And probably other things. I bet there's going to be some Zoo Crew animals on there.
I bet there will be too.
Yeah, Patty, let me know if you find it. The scallop boxes, Tony, that's right. That's what I was looking for. They're delayed. And the craft tips, I'm not sure what that is, for the take your pick tool. The Daisy Suite was on low inventory a half an hour ago. Okay. If you're doing my stamp camp, you need to go on right now. I have a link. It's the Daisy Suite and the
What you're telling people to leave your video is what you're doing.
Leave my video and go order it before it's gone. That's part of the reason. You may have wondered, why am I telling you about a stamp camp at the beginning of July? Because we have 13 people around the world that vote for this, and every single time we vote for the suite, that goes out of stock immediately.
Because you have good taste.
But then no one can buy it. And so that's sad. And then, it may come in again. This is May. It may come in again in June, or maybe just in time for the stamp camp. But I'm glad some of you got it already. Yeah, Bridget, you should buy those. Is there anything else I should look at today? Steve is saying hurry up.
Page 145, craft tools.
Do you have things to do and people to see, Steve? Steve actually hasn't left our house. Well, except Sunday night. He's left the house once since surgery. We went to the Wren Collective concert. You can tell him about that.
So Wren Collective is an amazing Christian band from Northern Ireland. And it just so happens their hometown, when I looked it up, I was doing genealogy research, same time, our last name McCullough. There are like thousands of McCulloughs in Bangor, Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. So we did get a chance to actually talk to the band afterwards. And I said, do you know any McCulloughs? And Gareth said, oh, I know a Steve McCullough. So I think it's just meant to be. We need to go there, Beth.
We got our picture taken with the band.
Yeah. And the band is so fired up. Well, this is music that we listen to in the morning to get us fired up and woke up.
It's funny. He said they're from Northern Ireland, and they said in Northern Ireland there's not Christian music. There's Christians and there's music, but it never occurred to them to combine them. So they're like the original. Yeah. And then who was it that heard their tape? They weren't even a real band, and he had them come over. Do you remember who that was?
Oh, I don't. But it's a U.S. artist that actually, was touring already. Heard their demo tape and said,
"We want you to open for us." And they're like, "Okay."
But we're not even a real band. We just made a demo tape.
Yeah.
So Yeah, they were amazing, and they gave an amazing concert. So
Kimberly says my link worked well for that. That's great. And who, I think it was Tony, talked about the take your pick crafter tips. I had not seen that yet, so thank you for telling me that's there. I will get that when it comes in. This is the In Color Jute. It's on page 144. You need that along with the Sweet. If you've already bought the Fresh as a Daisy Sweet collection, you can still do my stamp camp if you order. Those two things add up to $81.50. If you order $81.50 using my host code, it doesn't matter that you already bought it. You can use the Sweet you have, and you can buy other things from me and still get the stamp camp free.
Kim said she really likes the Wanted to Say dies.
Where I probably can find those. Are they? Oh, I agree, Kim. Look at this, you guys. You're too kind. Happy birthday. Feel better soon and celebrate. That is a great tip. So cute. We need those, right, Steve?
Apparently.
Is there any others that you really like? I have one other set. I showed a couple friends and they thought it was weird. But it's right up my alley. Did you guys see this? Just My Type on page 169. I hope your day is filled with sunshine and rainbows. I like days with sunshine and rainbows, don't you? It's got hearts and rainbows, cute flowers. So easy to color these flowers. I like the little envelope. And this hello, I think it will fit the smallish, stylish shaped circles, or if you have a 3/4 inch punch, I'm gonna pop those up and put a couple flowers. And I also, look, I can type you a note, honey.
Well, if you can punch those out individually, then you can change the pattern for hello. You can do an arch, or you could do a zigzag. There's all kinds of things you could do with this.
And I could use different colors for
yes,
each one.
You could.
Yeah, I just thought that was fun. Tony says, so many fun things in the catalog and amazing DSP. Yeah, Stampin' Up is good at DSP, there is no doubt, and the color coordination. So does anyone else like this set?
Yeah, Kim saying yes.
Yes. Okay. Yay. So anyway, you guys are awesome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for staying on a few more minutes. And the country floral, oh, the one, is that actually on back order or it's near back order? We can find that one. Here's the embossing folder that goes with that set. Let's see. I should have put the countryside corners. Is it on page 75? I'm still getting used to the new catalog. No, it's not. Well, let's look back in the dies. It's got great dies, but it's in the die bundles. Here we go. I'm almost there. Thank you for being patient. Countryside corners, I really, really want these dies. And the stamp set is on page 63. Okay. So the stamp set just does a border on each of the things. I don't know that I would put all the borders on, but I can see using a border on one of these. But when you stamp it, it's one stamp that stamps the whole thing. Really pretty paper too. And that's the embossing folder I was telling you about. Isn't that pretty? I don't have that yet either. So.
Bev said page 62, 63 are the pages for the suite.
And that's the embossing folder. Oh, the embossing folder makes, so you know what you should do? The suite collection is not any cheaper. It's only the bundle that's cheaper. So you should buy the bundle and buy the paper and don't worry about the embossing folder that comes in. Right, Bev? Is that what you're thinking? Yeah, Kim, I agree. Kimberly, I'm not sure a big stamp, but if you stamp the big stamp and then you cut it out with the different dies, so there's just one border on a die, I think it would be really cute. Elizabeth loves boho blue. We all love boho blue after we came out with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Boho blue is my favorite new in color, that's for sure.
And imagine an Ohio State fan liking the big O for...
Oh, so this is how, do you guys see that? It's the Ohio State. You're so smart, Tony. That's brilliant. I have a nephew, Steve's brother's son, who's the Ohio State graduate, so he would love to get a card with that. What would you do? Do the O and then do...
The ST is just on the bottom of the O, but yeah, we can look at the logo and figure out how to do it.
Yeah. Oh, Bev did get the whole collection. Good job, Bev. It pays to get up early, doesn't it? Okay. Well, Steve is done, you guys. He's been standing a long time.
I've been standing too long.
Yeah, he needs to sit down and put ice on his leg. Thank you for joining me. Please come back next week. And I don't know what we'll have for you next week. I haven't even thought of next
Something
week.
fun.
It'll be something good. If you have any ideas for me, email me. I'd love to hear what your ideas are. Have a blessed week, and please come again. Bring your friends.